Hey everybody, I'm Ron with Propelio. Today we've got a quick fight to the death. Owner finance versus rentals. Disclaimer, they both like both, but for this purposes, fight to death and go.
Let's discuss three things today right now that are real big benefits to owning rental real estate. 5 income streams. You've got appreciation, depreciation, inflation, amortization, and cash flow. All 5 great reasons to be buying rental real estate. Another reason to buy it is you get to hedge inflation. By hedging inflation, if I go out and I borrow $100,000 from the bank with today's money, that $100,000 is going to be worth less in the future. So as I borrow that money and I repay it back in the future worth less dollars, I am hedged against inflation. Lastly, outside of the 5 income streams and the hedge against inflation, you get another secret little tactic for your taxes called depreciation. Depreciation gives you the ability to write off your income against your portfolio income, so that way you end up with a net phantom loss. That means you can make a lot of money in your rentals, depreciate them through your taxes, and show yourself as a loss for the year that you never actually took. Phantom losses. 3 great reasons to be buying rental real estate.
But see, here's the thing about owner financing, is that when you become a landlord, you've got to deal with tenants, toilets, and trash. You've got to deal with vacancies, you've got to deal with all this garbage. I'm gonna ask you right now, if you have a mortgage on your property, when was the last time you called that mortgage property, or the mortgage company, and told them that your toilet was leaking? They don't care. Bank of America doesn't care. Wells Fargo doesn't care. And that's what, with owner financing, you are able to become the bank. Did you know that 95% of Wells Fargo and Bank of America's income comes from mortgages that they're charging 3.5% interest on? Whereas we're charging 9.5% interest for our mortgages. So every Super Bowl ad, every ATM, every branch, every employee you've ever seen was paid for off of mortgages, charging 3.5% interest. Don't you think that it's a good model to go out there and start charging 9.5% interest, 10% interest on mortgages as well? Secondly, when you're doing an owner-financed acquisition, you're able to buy at percentages that nobody else can touch. If you're a landlord, you need to buy right. You need to buy at a discount. If you're a flipper, you need to buy right. You need to buy at a discount. All these other things. With owner financing, I can turn easy 6-figure profits off of houses that are almost at 100% financing. And lastly, you can buy with owner financing as well. So for instance, subject to, you can take over on people's mortgages at 3-4% interest, and you're not going to get those kind of lending terms from a bank if you're trying to do a landlording portfolio. So really, what it boils down to is rentals suck.
Owner finance actually sucks.
Just kidding. Actually, here's the thing. The best model that you can have is to know all the tools. It all depends. Because guess what? You can acquire a property with subject to and owner financing. Buy the property at a 4% interest rate at 85% of the value of the property.
And now I've got a rental, which means I can take advantage of those 5 different ways of creating income from a property, hedge against inflation without actually owning the debt myself. So that's a great way to blend these 2 strategies together. Acquire it sub 2, and then turn around and rent it.
The real estate investors that are making the most money in this world understand how to leverage different strategies. So keep learning, keep watching the Propelio videos, and keep figuring out different situations that you might be able to employ what you're learning today to make you the money that you want to make tomorrow.
So check us out at creativecashflow.com
and Propelio.com.